Even after all of that, Colorado had a chance to win this game late, and Kaden Salter threw it away. What's up, kinfolk? It's RJ Young. I am not on a step mill. If this is your first time watching Adapt and Respond, thank you for joining us here. We talk college football year-round. If you're into that, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like this video, and answer the question in the comments below. Did you expect Colorado to jump out to a 2-score lead and then blow it late in the game? Because, well, feels like something that you could have predicted given how the Georgia Tech game went. But what was surprising about this is Kaden Salter just hasn't been good against Power 4 opponents. He's been okay against some group of 6 opponents. And he had the really great game against Wyoming last week where he threw for over 300 yards. And that really solidified him as the starting quarterback for Colorado going into this game against BYU and probably for the rest of the season. But in facing BYU, you have an opportunity to earn a signature win against an AP top 25 team to get yourself to 3-2, so above 500, and to get one back for Colorado fans that saw you take a loss with Kaidon Sanders, Travis Hunter to this BYU program in the Alamo Bowl. But credit where it is due, BYU played a great football game and got what it needed. Bear Bachmeier couldn't do it throwing the ball, so he decided to do it running the ball. He was just 19 of 27 for 179 with 2 passing TDs against Colorado as a passer, but he also had 15 rushes for 98 yards against this Colorado defense that really has a hard time stopping almost everybody. So 208 rush yards on the ground against Robert Livingston's defense. Though they held that BYU team to just 3 of 11 on third down, they weren't much better on third down at 3 and 9. So a couple of plays stood out to me, especially as the game was winding down. Kaden Salter's got a second down play close to his own end zone and starts trying to make a play out of structure. And I said, throw the ball away at least 4 times while he was running away from BYU defenders. They eventually sack him, and Colorado takes a 22-yard loss that it just didn't need to. And then your defense actually comes up with something. They give you the ball back with about a minute left to play, and you got 2 timeouts. You could hear Roddy Jones saying after Colorado picked up a good chunk, hey, stop the clock. Stop the clock. Like, you got to take your timeouts. You got 2 of them left. And Deion Sanders refused to do it, just as he refused to do it against Georgia Tech. And he defended that decision against Georgia Tech, saying, I don't understand when I was supposed to use the timeouts because I don't think I should have. And I think the premise here is we're going fast, or we're getting back to the line of scrimmage so we don't give BYU an opportunity or any other defense an opportunity to set up against us. If we like the look that we're in, we're going to keep going. But if you don't like the look you're in, you should take the timeout. And I think, once again, Deion Sanders did not help his team by continuing to let Kaden Salter just go out there and try to win this game, knowing he hasn't been great all night. The first catch Sincere Brown made all night was also with just over a minute left to play, so they didn't utilize him very well. Even as Draylon Miller was in the backfield, he was catching passes. He played really well. Joseph Williams also played well. But it's yet again a loss for a Deion Sanders team that we thought was figuring it out, who can beat teams that it's supposed to, Delaware, Wyoming, but is losing games that it shouldn't. Houston, perhaps. Georgia Tech, you had a chance to win that one. Georgia Tech's undefeated, but you had a chance to win that one. And against BYU, who's also undefeated, 5-0 with a true freshman quarterback, you're supposed to win this game. It's at home. So now you're 0-2 at home. And you probably have so many fans that expected this to go a different way. And if you're Prime, you're going to show up on Monday or Tuesday and tell people what you think about your football team, which is good. But you're not going to address giving up 27 first downs. You're not going to address giving up 387 total yards. I mean, he could. But it's really difficult to make this one make sense based on what we saw against Wyoming. I sincerely thought that we would be talking about Colorado beginning what would look like a win streak with a great win against a BYU team that, again, had been built on defense and running the ball. And LJ Martin was also really good running the football. He was 15 rushes for 58 yards, just picking up what he needed to, how he needed to. All while we watched Colorado's offense once again continue to struggle. I would love to tell you that I liked watching Michael Welch rush for 67 yards on 11 carries, but I really fell back to why isn't he being featured more as a tailback? And I get that you want to get Draylon Miller back there, and I get that Kaden Salter is capable as a runner, but that's not how you draw it up. You draw it up for Kaden Salter to work in rhythm and to really be able to carve up the defense based on making these plays out of structure. But the pick that he threw was out of structure. It was rolling out. He probably shouldn't have thrown it. And every time he's done that, the ball has looked a little bit squirrely. When he doesn't set his feet and throw, it doesn't go where he wants it to go. That's got to change. But I just don't see how you're going to change that given his identity as quarterback is to move around. It is dual threat. It is to try to make a play. He's got more in common with Randall Cunningham than he does Lamar Jackson. I want him to be a great passer. I think he could be a great passer. If he was a better passer, would Colorado have won this game? Yes. A better passer gets rid of the football when he knows that there's no play to be made. Famously, Tom Brady would throw the ball into the dirt at the line of scrimmage to just get rid of the ball because he knows that there was no play to make. There was no throw to make. Kaden Salter doesn't have any of that, and I would love for him to develop some of that as we talk about what he's capable of and what this Colorado team is capable of. But if you're the kind of person that believes that Colorado gets a lot out of going bowling this year, I'd agree with you. I think for now, you're trying to stop the bleeding. You're trying to bridge to Juju Lewis. And I get that we're only 5 games in, but you're 2-3. That means at best you can get to 9 wins, which was your total win last year. So you'd have to run the table in a Big 12 that looks like anybody can win, except Oklahoma State, perhaps. They look bad against Baylor, and they fired their head coach. Just not good. Meanwhile, Iowa State's atop the standings with BYU, who's atop the standings with Texas Tech. So you got a 3-way tie up there. And we'll get to find out just what this team is made of as the season goes on, because we know that they know how to come back from 4-8. And right now, it feels like they're going to repeat that first season with Deion. But I was really disappointed with how this offense played. I thought it could have played better. I thought it could have given a better game. And I think even at 24-21, the game's still in the balance. You wanted to see them take advantage of the opportunity, and they couldn't.